Well, if you're anything like me, you're always in the market for another flashlight, an EDC flashlight of different sizes, different dimensions, always wanting to see what's out there. So today we have here to test out and review, we have the Thrunite Ti3. Thrunite Ti3. This is a little compact AAA flashlight, very small, lightweight as you can see. And we've really put this through the ringer. I've dropped it, lens tested it, done a lot of different stuff with it that you're gonna see throughout this video to see, can this little EDC flashlight really hold up to EDC tasks as well as EDC abuse that you would be putting your flashlight through over the years if you're dropping the money and you may be rocking this for 5, maybe even 10 years, depending on how long it lasts and how long you want to keep it around before you want to upgrade or get something different. And so we've really kind of thumped on this thing, if you will, and done a lot of other harder tasks that I haven't put other flashlights through in the past over here at the channel. So hopefully you'll really enjoy this thorough testing and thorough review and really talking through the Thrunite Ti3 and whether or not this is going to be a good compact AAA flashlight for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start looking at some of the specs, start using this thing, show you what it has to offer, and by the end of the video, hopefully you'll know whether or not this is going to be the right flashlight for you. So with that being said, let's get to testing. All right, let me give you a few specs here on this flashlight. Now, the first thing is that with the battery inside, it weighs 0.8 ounces, 0.8 ounces, so just a hair under an ounce. So that's going to be obviously very lightweight. Then the size that we're looking at here is 2.75 inches long, and we're looking here when you look at the diameter is 1/2 inch, so it's 1/2 inch in diameter. So again, very compact. You can see there it just fits in the palm of my hand so easily. Really nice there. This is made out of aircraft grade aluminum, and we're going to test that out here in just a second. We're going to test the shock resistance, and what we're looking at as well, just for a few other basic things, is that it is rocking that that AAA battery. You are getting a little lanyard hole. It does come with a little lanyard system. I decided not to use it. It was kind of gimmicky. And the only thing I would note is that little angle right there for the eyelet is really sharp. It is kind of painful when you push on it. So when it's in your pocket, you can, if you bump it real hard, if you're digging in your pocket for your keys or something, it does kind of scrape your keys up a little bit, or your hand up a little bit. And a pocket clip we'll look at here in just a second gives you a few different features. But yeah, those are just a few of the basic specs on the overall frame and design on this flashlight. All right, folks, so one of the things I want to show you here that I think is really cool is that this has a rotating pocket clip attached to this flashlight. So as it rides right now, it's very easy for it to go into your pocket. Rides really nice and slim because it is very lightweight and very thin. But if you want to, you can easily detach the pocket clip and rotate it and clip it on the other side. And what that does is that it enables you to then attach it to the bill of your hat, and then you can see there, use it as a headlamp. I really like that feature a lot. So if you're, I did it actually just the other day, not only on this hiking trip and backpacking trip that we're on, but also, just unloading groceries. Our street lamp was out, so I just popped this on, took it out of my pocket, popped it on my hat, and did our groceries very quick, very easy. It's just a great little added feature to have that I really like a lot. All right, so I want to show you the 3 modes here on this flashlight, or excuse me, there's actually 4 modes. So the first one, and all you have to do is rotate till the head tightens. And the first one is called Firefly. So that's what we're looking at right here. It's very minimal. You're looking at 0.04 lumens. So very low. And this will go for 115 hours on this setting. So this is only for very close, tight-in stuff that you may need. This is not going to throw really at all. Then, after you do that, all you have to do is turn it off, then you turn it back on. Now we're on low. And the low is 12 lumens, and that will go for 6 hours and 30 minutes, ballpark. So that's what this mode is. And then if we turn it off and then turn it back on, now we're on high. And the high is going to go for a half hour at 120 lumens and give you a full distance of 50 meters. So that's definitely a lot more. That's going to give you a lot more throw. It's going to show you a lot more, you know, distance as well. Obviously the battery life is going to be cut down significantly, but that is something to know. And again, 120 lumens in such a compact package, that's really nice. Now the final one is the secret strobe, is what they call it. So if you turn it off and then you rotate through real fast, it'll give you the strobe feature that you see right here. Now this strobe will also do the 120 lumens that I just showed you, and it will go for 1 hour on the battery. So this is definitely something that is good for if you need to obviously get attention, warn somebody, or use in a self-defense situation. You could use it as well, because anytime I shine this at anybody, my wife, Ashley, or anyone else, they really get irritated. They can't really look at it. You know, it's something that really would hamper somebody's vision for an extended period of time if you're flashing this in their face. So there's a lot of features that you could do and a lot of options that you could do with this flashlight in the different modes that it has to offer. All right, so I want to try and demonstrate, if I can, this memory mode that this offers. Now, if you turn your flashlight on, I'm going to go to the second one here so we can see it. There we go. So if you turn your flashlight on and then you turn it off and you wait, you turn it back on, it's going to remember where it is. Okay, it's going to remember which mode you had it on if you do it within 10 seconds and you give a 2-second space in between. So between 2 and 10 seconds, you'll be able to turn it off and turn it back on, and it will remember what mode you were on and it won't reset. Now, if you go real fast through, it'll rotate through the different lights real quick. You gotta do that real fast though. And then if you wait longer than that 10 seconds, it's just gonna reset back to the original setting. So that is something just to note there. As it works, it does have this memory system that I think is nice and is pretty easy to manipulate and use properly. So battery removal is super simple. All you have to do is open this and keep spinning it, keep spinning it. Boom, there's the battery. Super straightforward. Not a whole lot to look at there, but it's not difficult at all to put it in and then replace it. Crank it back on, and now you're good to go. We got our different modes. All right, so we have the flashlight here. I have it on, and we're gonna do a drop test, okay? So we're gonna drop it from, you know, about chest high on me. So we're looking at probably about a 5-foot drop onto this slab of concrete that I have right down here. So we're gonna do just a few drops with it on to see what would happen if, you know, you're using it, you're fumbling around and you drop it. How does the aluminum hold up? How does the lens hold up? And how does the, you know, overall projection of the flashlight, does it still, you know, work, or are there some quick damaging faults and flaws with the Ti3? So with that being said, let's go ahead and start dropping this thing. All right, so you saw that I dropped it probably about, I don't know, 8 times. I dropped it a few times straight down on the lens. I'm gonna turn this off, and obviously you see it's still working. But so you can see there's a little bit of damage around the lip. Obviously, there's some damage around the back end where the paint's kind of worn off or anything like that. But I mean, it's still fully functional. It's still working just fine. No issues at all with it. Yeah, I mean, it's running just fine with several drops and obviously just a little bit of wear and nicking on that black coating and a little bit of denting with the aluminum, but nothing that with normal wear and tear you wouldn't experience over time. And, you know, it's going to hold up just fine to your average use and abuse that you would be putting a little EDC flashlight like this through. Well, folks, so now that you've seen this whole little video, little review on this Thrunite, showing it to you in action, showing you the pros and cons of the flashlight, hopefully it's helped you out with your purchasing decisions. The final thing I want to hit on is the price point as we wrap this up. This is $20 on Amazon. So for 20 bucks, you're getting all the features that you've seen here, and I think definitely a good level of durability for this flashlight. Some of the things to note that I really enjoy and really like a lot is, one, obviously the compactness. I really like just the texturing overall that they've done. Makes it really easy to grab and use. I'm reviewing another flashlight right now that you'll see soon that has a very slick aluminum body, and I hate it because it's very hard for me to get a good grip on it to, you know, activate it and things like that. That's not the case. This has very high traction all the way around with the checkering that they've done. The other thing that I love is that reversible pocket clip, so that I can not only carry it, you know, in my pocket or attach it, you know, inside bags or whatever, but then I can flip it and put it on my hat bill and use it as a headlamp. I've done it multiple times just around the house, unloading groceries, you know, at night, working on, you know, like the sprinkler system. I mean, whatever. This is right here. I don't have to go hunting for my headlamp or anything like that. Boom, I just flip the pocket clip, click it on, we're good to go. So those are some things that just really stand out to me as being, you know, extra features that I really like and really connect with me as a user. So guys, I really like this. If you're in the market for the AAA powered flashlight, I think that this Ti3 is definitely should be at the top of your list. It has a lot to offer. Really, the only thing, if you're like, Aaron, what would you prefer? I would prefer any type of these type of flashlights to have a little clicky button on the back. This doesn't offer that. You know, you got to do the head turning, you know, to go through the different modes and things like that. But I don't really know of any other AAA flashlights that offer that. So maybe there's one out there, maybe two. But for the most part, that's just maybe in the future I'd like to start seeing companies upgrade in that capacity if there's the ability to do so. So, but as it stands right now, guys, I think this has a lot to offer. Great features. Really digging this flashlight. And again, totally would recommend it if you are in the market for that AAA powered flashlight and you got 20 bucks to burn. This is the one to go for, in my opinion, to date here on the channel. So, as always, thank you for checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video, and as always, remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.